Hello guys, so una good evening and welcome to our evening broadcast. How na day? Hope you guys are doing very well. So news wey dey town no really plenty, but might just give una the one wey dey available. So the first news wey we dey hear na from FC Inter news. So na from Syria. So they come dey let us know say Arsenal are keeping tabs on Nicolo Barella. You get one of the best defensive midfielders in world football today. This guy helped Inter Milan enter final of the Champions League when they play against Man City. It was very good. So Arsenal they look at say in case this Rice deal no work, because everly we cannot kill ourselves on this Declan Rice deal. You get Declan Rice is not our messiah. You get no be say if we no sign her we go die. You get this is not the first time we say our 8 targets go dey beyond our reach. So if you happen to we go sign up fine. If we no sign her we go move on. We no go die. So we look at alternatives. So we don't identify Nicolo Barella. Me, I never really watched the guy play apart from that Champions League final where I watched the guy and I was impressed. You know, to Italian mafia and I know as they do now. Engine room, you get powerful everywhere. You get, and at the same way, Newcastle know they follow us, they do all this British hyping, all those Premier League hyping. They just go Syria, go carry Sandro Tonali, 70 million euros. They collect the guy. That Sandro Tonali is playing for AC Milan. That one said another mafia. The guy good like mad. But if they say Arsenal go sign him, now people going to say, why Arsenal they go sign a player? I will not understand the Premier League. That one said another senior man. You get, so that is the same thing where I expect Arsenal to do. You get, look at Newcastle and learn from them. Not be every time you go to kill yourself. Not be only EPL players day. Sometimes you go out there and sign some players from some kind of roles who will come here bust everywhere. So that's what me I'm looking at. So at the end of the day, we'll just check how this deal will be. If Rice no work, fine and good. If he work, fine and good. So there are a lot of alternatives out there. So we don't identify Nicolo Barella as number one with the scamper and gets. The make even boss in a brain. Edu Gaspar and Ateta don't even contact and representatives. They don't follow them top. Let them say, with the reason no matter about we get person will define first. But first the reason that one. If you know work, they will come back to now. So more just to watch how everything will end. Now away from that, man, I know also the surprise say Ramsey will be one of the former Arsenal players. Come as I can talk say Ateta is going to help Arsenal win trophies again. Now the Daily Mirror, like saying they do one interview. Now the Daily Mirror can carry him. So when Baba they talk now, Moko trust Ateta's judgment. You get say Moko trust him. Say the guy he know what thing they do. You get some just calm down. They follow in leadership. And as I do like this, I don't go lie for you. I trust Ateta 100% because I know where he's coming from. I know where he is now, and I know where he's going to. So me, I trust him with every fiber of my being. You get, so that's why they follow him. Although there are decisions we go make, we go scrutinize them, we go drop our own opinion, but at the end of the day, we have to live with whatever he does because at the end of the day, now him then they fire. Nobody ask them to come fire me now. You know the fire players. I mean now they go fire. So now Ateta, which means Ateta must make sure he does the right things every time. Even though he identifies, say there were some mistakes when Insect make, for this is the way just passed. And the goal is to make sure that in the future, you don't repeat those kind of mistakes again. You learn from them and you move forward. So that's what we're talking about. Now, Fabrizio Romano also don't come as somebody said, I'm bad Uchen and say no, they hear me. Why is that? Sometimes some people don't go hear me, some go to hear me. What's this up? I mean, let me know for the comment section. Why are you not hearing me? Because I put that comment for screen. Say no, they hear me. I beg, let me know for the comment section whether they hear me. I mean, I know they hear me. Now, away from that, so Fabrizio Romano don't come as a talk say there is no Saudi Arabia bid at the moment for Thomas Partey. He gets, but at the same time, Arsenal, on the other hand, are willing to let him leave if there is an offer that comes for him. You see this thing what they always repeat to get and let you know say no be saying that we dey pursue him, and Fabrizio is repeating the same thing to let you know say we know they pursue him at all. It gets no be our hand it day, but at the end of the day, we'll see how everything will work for him. I wish Partey stays. That's my own prayer. I wish Partey stays. So if he stay, I go be very happy because he will give us that extra depth. Imagine signing Declan Rice and you have a Partey on the bench. Imagine that kind of thing. So I go be very happy. But at the end of the day, na Partey hand the day. Nobody even ask na hand the day. Na Partey hand the day. If he wants to leave, fine and good. Soldier go, soldier come. Barras do it. Barracks remain. So I am very happy about that. Now, CBS Sports, they are a reputable media organization out there. So them when they come out, let us know, say, Casado is going to cost 80 million pounds with extra 10 million pounds in add-ons for anybody who wants sign up. Say, now the ballpark range where Brighton they actually look. Now, Chelsea are not in haste to actually sign Casado, which is different from what Chelsea we usually does. Get so sure say money no easy to get now. Chelsea said they beat their time. Everybody is very, very patient. Get whoever just calculate now, over calculate they do everybody now. So what do they now? 80 million pounds and 10 million pounds in add-ons, a total package of 90 million. Now go price Casado from Brighton. But one thing we say the buying clubs have an advantage this time around because Brighton have already promised Casado that he's going to be sold this season. So they don't get any choice to go like carry the price go up. The same way this West Ham promised Declan Rice that he was going to be allowed to leave this season. So imagine say nobody can't bid for him because say now only Arsenal they will have no choice than to sell him to Arsenal. That is just the truth of the matter. Remember what do Chelsea? I thought Chelsea get a deadline of June 30 because of that financial report, the annual report of the year. If he pass June 30, any player will then sell. Nobody for this season will just pass the financial reports. So that is why then they sell players like saying a ShopRite and they do. And earlier in the season, I don't know, say one season don't end, Chelsea will be like ShopRite and that's what it will be. Chelsea don't sell like 5 players now and they are still selling. They never sell finish. So if we don't get this Declan Rice, on seeing a situation where we might go for Nicolo Barella or we go for Casado again. But now my own thinking be that I don't know what the Mateta carry for mind, but let's just keep watching. Now, it gets another thing going to happen for Lazio. So today we are hearing that Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is set to leave Lazio this season. And what's going to bust my brain? Say this guy is very, very cheap. I think he has 1 year left on his contract because I don't understand why he will be commanding a little fee of 40 million euros, which is about 34.4 million pounds. So this guy is a Rice alternative. If you want to really sign an alternative for Declan Rice, it's not going to cost you much. He's a senior man. He understands the game. And he's coming from Syria. Syria is a physical league. If you can thrive as a defensive-minded midfielder in Syria, my brother, if you come for the EPA go be like Gary, we just drink, go be like chicken, go be like turkey, go just lick chop palm, you get. Because that place now physicality, you get. There is no tiki-taka there. That place now German. If you survive there, they control them, they run them streets there. If you come here, they will fear you now, you get. Now what me they expect? So I just know say if we no sign Rice, players with the outside plenty, we go fit do the same thing when they do more than now. You get. Now just say if you say that Milinkovic-Savic now British player, wala they will the hyper. Or this Nicolo Barella, or this Sandro Tonali way Newcastle sign. If you say a British born player, they're going to hyper like say tomorrow no day. So now what's me they see. But more just the watch, more they wait for the third bid because everybody knows that officially we have told West Ham that we are bringing third bid. Oh, don't let them know. You get so more just the wait for the third bid. If they just talk say rejected or Momo find our square roots, I go be disappointed. If Arsenal give them a fourth bid, I'll be super disappointed. So more just give them that third bid. If they say they don't want time. No near them again. No even discuss anything with them again. No just move forward. Go meet another person. So that's what I'm watching because when they check how much we Sergej Milinkovic-Savic 40 million euros, are you kidding me? It's something that is very, very cheap. But more to watch that. So away from that, so Tony Cascarino also come and second talk say if Arsenal sign Declan Rice, so one thing is certain. Say that guy is going to turn Arsenal into serial winners. If Arsenal sign that Declan, it will be like when, according to him, it will be like when Liverpool signed Alisson and signed Virgil van Dijk. This guy came into the dressing room and uplifted the squad. He will give us a replica of waiting people like Gabriel Jesus and people like Saliba and people like Zinchenko, waiting then transform the Arsenal dressing room. A team that usually struggles to finish 5th and finish 8th. All of a sudden is now finishing 2nd. It is saying so it just happened. It is because of the caliber of players that came in and uplifted the squad and took us where we are now. So that's what Baba they talk. And myself, I subscribe to that line of thought because we all know that Declan Rice is a quality player, is a good player, but our contention, our bone of contention is the £100 million valuation that West Ham set on his head, which we think is too much. That is our own problem. But at the end of the day, we are all waiting for the third bid. Let us see that third bid. Whatever it is, we will decide. If the third bid no match the valuation, we'll find our square root. So my dear Arsenal lovers, this is the evening news. So till I come your way tomorrow, as usual, now game out.